hot to hear that. Okay, hello everybody. See, I'm live. Finally, I said 6 o'clock or later, so technically I'm on time. Okay, so you know I want to do just chatting, but I wanna do the story. Okay, I wanna do a lot right now, and I wanna finish as much as I can for this story, so I can do some content. So we're gonna go straight into it. Okay. I'm debating whether or not to get her. I kind of do. I should, right? Okay. Anyway, so we're going straight at it. No diddly daddling. That's a word, right? The sky grows dim above them. A low, haunting chant drifts up into the air. Curious, Mayfly looks towards the end of the street. I forgot.
Oh, right. The parade's coming.
A crowded wave of people surges into view from the distance. Mayfly cranes her neck, straining to see. What the hell is this cult? Withered... I never understood them. Withered grass devours bone. On icy plain, the spirit moan. Oh, no wonder. I couldn't hear. I was like, what are they saying? I see. Okay. When the city falls, the immortal descends. Longevity granted, no death, no end. The unearthly parade advances. A line of towering figures led its approach in long, otherworldly strides. It takes a moment to spot the stilts as they push against the fabric with each step.
What are they singing?
Withered grass devours bone. On icy plain, the spirits moan.
What is...
Are you trying to curse them? The parade is near. Their chanting pours over Mayfly like a flood of divine music. When the city falls, the immortal descends. Longevity granted, no death, no end. When the city falls, the immortal descends. Longevity granted, no death, no end. A fox and a woman have appeared over Mayfly's shoulder, their hushed voices brushing against her ear.
We sit at the bottom of society, but still, we deserve dignity. One Yao's voice may not be heard, but what of 100? Or even 1,000 more? Who are you? What do you want?
Same as you. We are Yao. You've seen them bat us off, even kill us, haven't you? Will you continue to suffer in silence? Will you live on in fear?
We need to fight. Fight for our lives. Save our people and claim the method of longevity for our own. Overthrow humans and rule the world.
I bet these people are Arcanists.
Come, join us. If we are doomed, then we will doom them with us.
No, I...
She looks around, hoping to find help, only to realize she is surrounded by thick billows of scented fog.
Those that are not with us are the enemy. Did they ever show you mercy? Then, why hesitate?
I just want to be far away from the problem as much as possible. Don't drag me into the problem. White fur sprouts from her nose, revealing the Yao to be a hare. Her feet begin to stump like war drums. The other Yao watch, then look at one another, all of them feeling the pull to join in.
The immortal will grant us longevity.
The immortal will grant us longevity! Constables, run!
What?
As they round the mouth of the alley, the parade vanishes as quickly as it appeared. The chanting music fades like smoke in the air. Is the dog back? Are these the guards?
From this, believe it's sterilized. A reaper stirred. Prey, tossed in the woven net.
Get out of here!
Peace and quiet.
Freaking dumbass!
A sacred charge.
You know, with this too, my team is immortal.
Wear gloves. A sight.
But like I don't have like manpower. Like it's all on barrel. But then again, Marcia does a pretty good amount of damage.
Attendre pour la fin. Non la prophétie.
What's all the hubbubaloo
Mayflower, can you hear
about?
me? You were caught in the parade's illusion. I had to lead you away.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Sorry.
Hi.
Paper Heron. Thank you.
I'm
It's been so long I completely forgot who you are.
Those y'all, they're seeking longevity.
Yes. But what they're doing is a risk to our entire community.
Mayfly looks down, her face turning red, finally deciding something. She stamps her foot.
Paper Heron, thank you for bringing me here. I owe you much, so I don't want to lie anymore.
What are you trying to tell me? What are you? Paper Heron tilts her head, looking puzzled but relieved.
Lie about what?
Yeah. Does she already know?
You know my true form is a tough of reed. I'm a yell, just like the others in the parade.
I already kind of knew, but I'm pretty sure that this is an ancestor of our Utu writer, Utu the editor Reed.
In truth, the reason I came all this way is to seek the method of longevity. I lied because,
Well,
I
not
feared you'd
ancestor.
hate
This is
me.
literally her.
I'm sorry.
But then she dies every winter, and then she comes back a new person.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to live longer. Even a little would do.
Hush. You'll hear no judgment from me. Only, I don't understand. You risked a lifetime of confinement on a rumor. Is longevity really so important to you?
She goes quiet for a moment, then looks down.
Remember the travelers we met on the way here? Human or Yao, all sought the method of longevity. But you're different. You care more for the small joys in life. Like that sweet olive cake we shared. It's almost as if you don't care about how long you'll live at all.
'Cause she'll live for 1,000 millions of years.
I'm not so unlike you. I suppose I'm just curious about everything. We're already here. Why hurry? If we'd missed that cake, we'd have regretted it for the rest of our lives.
I have a question. If her senses are dull, her 5 senses, like, is she actually like blind or just like her vision's just blurry? Cause she can still taste, right? Or she really can't. Cause she said, I remember from her character profile that she has lost her 5 senses, so she can't feel, she can't see, she can't taste, she can't smell. What else are there? She can't hear? She can, obviously she can hear. So I don't understand, like, what does losing the 5 senses mean? In what sense? Paper Heron scratches her head as she tries to explain. Words rest on her tongue, but they feel like hers suddenly out of place. She brushes his skirt and sighs.
Sorry, I shouldn't have been so suspicious of you. Though we study Arcanum and can take human shapes, we all are still just plants and animals. Even if we look like you, our lives are much shorter. Creeds like me sprout in spring and wither in winter. My entire life begins and ends in less than a year. I know it's foolish to risk so much on a rumor, but it's all I have. Do you know what I think when the sun sets? Not that the sky is lovely, but that I lost another day. I don't want to live in fear anymore.
But you spent all you had on that amulet. What if the method of longevity proves false? You'll have nothing left.
I mean, she's gonna, you know, in winter, so it doesn't really matter. Mayfly smiles, but she lets her eyes stay downcast for a moment before they rise to be her own.
Longevity means much more to me than you, Heron. When the winter ends, you will see the spring and I won't. If the method is true, it will change everything. I have to take the chance, no matter the cost. And as you said yourself, I have nothing left to lose.
They share a long gaze. Paper Heron reads the dark eyes before her. They seem to burn like unsettled coal.
Mayfly.
The usual free-spirited Daoist is, for a moment, speechless. She intends to speak, but then the unexpected strikes.
Commander!
Oh! The familiar voice comes from around the corner, seizing her train of thought. General Shang! I'm joking.
Commander, I come with an urgent report.
He's better than Shang.
Shush! Someone's here. Get in my sleeve.
Paper Heron gives the mule's rump a light slap. Sorry, I was thinking about something. It braces its ambles behind a nearby haystack. Rump. It's like go 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 go. Oh my goodness. That poor mule. She pushes close to the wall and peers out at the two men, one familiar, the other unfamiliar and bearing greater authority.
Commander Lee.
Such hurry was, Chong. What's the matter?
It's concerning an unusual parade that has been seen moving through the town. The marchers chanted strange words and even tempted townsfolk to join their ranks. But they vanished as soon as our men arrived. This is the fourth such incident in as many weeks.
Go on.
Sometimes they leave animal carcasses in their wake. I've ordered a search. Our men may discover something soon. These animals are unusual. They bear no marks of either hunting or natural death. It appears to be some sort of ritual slaughter. They're the ones that have been spreading those rumors about the method of longevity. Many townsfolk have joined with them. I fear.
You would have me redirect men that already stretch thin to chase down a prey, which, so far, has done little more than leave a few dead animals behind. Do I understand you correctly?
Chang's face turns red. He wants to say something, but the words come out in a fluster.
All of these events are linked together with the stilted parade, and...
He Guang, what are the orders I've given you?
to maintain order, keep criminals from the county, and to see our people enjoy the fair in safety.
And how do you judge your performance?
I have done my utmost, Commander.
Yet, there was a disturbance at the gate.
I cannot deny it.
The Stilled Parade is the most significant event of the year. An opportunity for people to laugh and be merry after a year of hard work. It's our duty to maintain peace so that they may enjoy the festival. But with all the visitors flooding to the county, we are already short of men. You know well that they have been working day and night. Many haven't seen their own homes in days.
I know, Commander.
No, you do not. While your men are out dealing with these visitors and all the other duties, you come to ask that I direct them to another task based on groundless suspicions?
My apologies, Commander.
Raise your head. Listen. You are pushing yourself too hard, He Guang.
Yeah, have a vacation, my dude. Noticing his protégé's dejected silence, the stern commander softens his tone, if only ever so slightly.
I know how eager you are to prove yourself. Any man in your position would be. And I know it was I who told you to work 10 or 100 times harder to earn your place, given your father's history. But true diligence must rest in stability. There are no shortcuts. Many eyes are on you, He Guang. If you truly wish to wash your family name off its dishonor, let them find no fault in you.
Purchase on!
Do your duty first, then take the next step. That is how things are done.
I understand.
He keeps his face pointing down, averting his commander's stare. Lee thinks for a moment and clears his throat. I'm just gonna read their first names, just cause like I don't wanna butcher their entire name.
When he threw his lot in with those bandits, but that does not mean you will follow his path. You must not let the whispers of others shake your heart. Do you remember why I recruited you? Because I saw a young man with integrity and conviction to truly protect people. I still do.
Lee pats the young officer on the shoulder, then returns his hand stiffly behind his back.
He Guang, your future is bright. Work hard and you will surely rise to the top. And your family name will be cleared.
What did your family do?
I have other matters to attend to. Think carefully on my words.
I will, Commander.
Watching from the wall, Paper Heron sees the young man standing motionless. For a moment, he seems so stiff that he could be a wood carving.
The other one's left. What's he waiting for?
Probably saw you. Suddenly, Chang lifts his foot and kicks a pebble away. Oh!
Who's there?
Meeting the sound with calm and precise motion, he summons 100 leaves that circle in the mule. In that same instance, they take on a fearsome steel glint.
Uh-oh. You go ahead, Mayfly. I can't leave that stupid mule behind.
Does it have to be that mule? It could be a different mule. She picks, like, can't you just buy a new one? She picks up Mayfly's paper form with her left hand. With her right, she makes a gesture to break the incantation. Then breathes a soft puff of air that sends her floating away. Paper Heron watches as her friend drifts out of reach before leaping to the top of a nearby elm and hiding among the leaves. Now only one man and one mule remain. Poor guy.
That Taoist must be around. But a trail ends here. Where did she go?
Chang looks around. He feigns an attack on the mule but stops mid-gesture as he catches a ripple of air from the elm tree above him. In a flash, Paper Heron stands amidst a newly formed ring of elm leaf blades.
You won't get away!
Oops, should have been more careful.
We're gonna try to defeat him. You. Oh! You are no match. Hold on. Where's my ship?
I go wherever I am needed. Where should I flutter?
Wait, I kind of want to try her first. What's her attacks? What's
Let me
this?
think.
What's
An
this?
interesting one.
Okay, I want to see. Okay. She's so cute. I want to pull. Oh, did he die? Damn. OP team, OP team. I joke.
You surely can run, officer.
Why were you eavesdropping? You conniving Taoist.
You must be mistaken, sir. I merely happened to be there.
You happened to be there, did you? After making a scene at the gate this morning? Do you think me born yesterday?
Ugh. Is there any worth in explaining? You're being unreasonable.
You can explain it in the interrogation room.
Paper Heron jumps onto the roof and seizes a straight, even branch, blocking an attack from behind.
Hey, your blade's sharp. I might have been hurt.
My blade is no threat to you. If you've nothing to hide, stop this now and follow me to the Yamen.
Very well. On one condition.
What?
They're so fun. They could be like brothers and sisters. They're giving me that vibe. So playful. At that, Paper Heron's eyes light up as she launches into an eager explanation.
My mule's been limping since it twisted its ankle in the mountain. Could you teach it how to run? I think, with a little training, you can make a champion out of it.
You...
She's freaking with you. She's awesome! I want to be her best friend. She's so fun. She's so carefree. She doesn't care if she's talking to an officer. Show respect? What for?
Oh?
Chang looks over in surprise to find Yang standing in the street, scratching his head, and then back to Paper Heron, who has stopped a short distance away.
Told you I'm not the one you should be chasing.
The gate again. Your accomplices, no doubt.
He surges forward on a burst of chi in pursuit of Paper Heron. Yet, with unhurried ease, she drifts back, maintaining her distance precisely. Chang spins his blade, and all the leaves on the tree become sharp edges. A humming noise fills the air as the sharp leaves pin Paper Heron against the wall.
I can't let another disturbance reach Commander Lee. You, stay here. I will take you and your accomplices to the Yamen on my return.
Not to worry, officer. I'll stay right where I am. Take my mule if you mistrust me. You know I won't leave it behind.
Paper Heron nods towards the limping mule below. He looks down to it, as if waiting for that cue. The mule braces out a greeting. He looks back to Paper Heron, pinned yet completely serene. He snorts, seeds his blade, and jumps down from the roof. Sheets his blade, sorry.
There's no time to waste.
In a quiet corner of the street, Mayfly stands on her tiptoes, peering around.
Hey, Mayfly.
Finding no one, she darts forward, still on her tiptoes.
Are you alright? I played a trick at the gate to distract him.
Oh, that was you? Good girl.
Much appreciated.
You're learning from Paper Heron.
Wow, you blew those off like dust.
It's not as hard as you imagine.
Paper Heron stretches while Mayfly watches the leaf blades fall into a clatter. A hint of envy shines in her eyes.
I knew you'd work things out. Your mastery of Arcanum is truly amazing, even if you lose your way sometimes. I wish I could be like you. Wandering the world, fighting and casting spells, saving my friends from danger?
Nonsense. You just saved me from the clutches of the constables, didn't you? Our lives shine equally bright. Ah, but I know what you mean. You want to learn some of my tricks, eh? I can teach you.
No, that's not what I mean. Besides, there isn't time.
With the shake of her head, Mayfly swallows the words. They would have been pointless.
Actually, Heron, I must say farewell.
You're going?
Farewell. Why?
Well, I'd planned this even before we entered town. Would have gone sooner if not for being caught.
But where will you go? I thought you were seeking the method of longevity.
I'm not leaving. Just off to find some other herbaceous yaw. You know, plants of a leaf, same belief.
I understand.
She nods, but there's a strange tug of emotion within it.
But I worry for you already. For all your wonderful abilities, you're just so careless.
Don't you worry about me. I'll be fine.
She's so
Haven't met
fun,
any
though.
bottom folk in this town thus far. Let me see. There's you, that gullible constable, the cake
But-
seller, and the yaw from the parade.
How do I get rid of this guy?
I saw through their tricks. You see, I can take care of myself.
Thanks for for getting rid of the bot.
You make it sound like a tale for the ages.
I bet her stories must be very, very interesting. She wants to say more, but the sight of Paper Heron's calm composure, she stops herself.
Right. This is it then. Farewell.
As it must be. Farewell.
So formal. Just say bye. Bye. Hi. Giving a wave goodbye, Paper Heron turns back with a whistle and her mule trots behind her. In the sunset, their shadows stretch long and thin. Paper Heron stops on the road, takes some paper and a brush from her mule's backpack. Before long, a slip of paper drifts into the wind behind her.
I can't tell if she's a fool or a genius.
Just
What's
carefree.
this in her pocket?
She reaches into her pocket to find an object she doesn't remember putting there. It's the same amulet she had trampled, now restored, and beside it, a hastily written note.
Hold the amulet and chant 深藏真我浑存通明. Then pinch your left thumb and middle finger. That will deceive the reversion bell. No cultivation needed. When did she...
The warm orange light of sunset bathes Zoo County. Against the busy evening traffic, Paper Heron leads her mule, her back to Mayfly as she waves once again. Little Missy, not Little Missy. And my homegirl here is such a troublemaker. Such a tease, too. She could have just told Mayfly that in the first place. Oh, computer! Oh. I'm just gonna wait until everything is done. Okay. Commander. A commander was charged with the protection of a single city or fortress, stationed at the city garrison. He commanded the local constables and answered to the corps leader and the provincial governor. The commander managed all military affairs within his city, including provisions, pay, and the administration of garrison farmland. Hanzhao frequently encountered trouble from Yaos, so the commander bore an additional duty: Yao disaster mitigation. This meant keeping them from infiltrating the county and stamping out any that caused trouble in the county size. This is Countryside? Right, okay. I couldn't see the R for some reason. I was like, no, I'm like telling my brain, there's an R there, there's an R there. Read the R. Working with the local soldiers, the commander investigated Yao-related incidents, arrested those who had damaged farmland, and exterminated any violent Yao. Oh my gosh. Patrol bureaus were typically established in county towns, and at key roads and river crossing, they answered to the local magistrate and the commander, and they followed military dispatch orders. The head of the patrol bureau was the chief constable, a rank of the lowest 9th grade. The constable led a force of archer conscripts drawn from local farmers. His primary duties were interrogating travelers, apprehending bandits, and guarding against Yao. The rank of constable was a humble one. Most were promoted from minor clerks, as scholars and the degree holders considered the post beneath them. The performance review were held every 3 years, with a full evaluation at 9. The standards were harsh and promotions were rare. This is exactly what I need for my grad school entrance exam. Amazing, thank you so much. You're welcome, hope this helped. Good luck on your exam. Impressive work, thanks for putting this together. What about the middle sections though? Interesting. Longevity ritual. I wanna see some more action. Oh! Ooh, fun! Around the noisy opera stage, bright fish and dragon lanterns surge and dive amidst the crowd, as if reaching out of a living ocean. The festival is reaching its busiest hour.
Where should I go now? I'm all alone. So tired. So hungry. Not a win to my name. Can't even buy myself a bun.
So even if she's a reed, she still has to eat?
Where are they? Surely I'm not the only herbaceous Yao in town. Am I?
Mayfly leans against a stone pillar at the payphone and sits down as she looks out at the swirling crowd. Well, I guess it's time to beg for food.
You'll manage. You're a reed after all. You can take root anywhere and let the earth feed you.
That is another way to do it. Could you actually do that?
I prefer food.
You don't need food, girl.
What time is it now?
Food is expensive. If you could just do that, what you just said. Free food.
If I had known this would be so difficult, I'd have eaten more cakes while Heron was paying.
Aha, that's funny.
At least then I wouldn't be here listening to my stomach growl.
Or you could have just asked her for money.
If only I were an immortal. I'd never go hungry again. I'll bet their elixirs must taste better than any river water. Why are people gathering around here?
Performance? Fireworks?
Mama! It's the Iron Flower fireworks! Can I see? Fireworks. Gone in a moment. So beautiful. If only my life had a moment like that. Just one.
Ooh, pretty fireworks.
Youngwoo, what are you smiling about?
The Iron Flower fireworks. So beautiful.
独六, Yangwu, get your men into position. Keep your eyes on the stage.
My man really said, stop horsing around.
This is where the immortal will supposedly arrive to grant longevity. If something happens, I need you all at the ready.
Yes, stop being distracted by the festival. Chang stands on an elevated platform, looking down over the happy fairgoers with an unmatching expression, too dark and serious against the joyful night.
But the opera doesn't start for a while yet. What's wrong, Chief? You're looking more serious than ever.
A Taoist gave him the slip this afternoon.
Ooh.
What? Who could escape Chief Chung's leaf blades?
It was the lady who cast a spell at the gate, remember? Best keep an eye out for her.
Are these orders from you or Chief Chung?
You asked the question, I answered. No need to be snide.
Enough.
Excuse.
That Taoist possessed strange arcane skills, the likes of which I have never seen. I take the blame for her escape. Her arrival coinciding with this mysterious sect is no coincidence. She's scheming something. Stay sharp.
You ever wonder why the chief's sword is never blunt? I figure it's because he's always yelling at it.
What are you talking about?
Stay sharp! Stay sharp!
Duleo,
Miss Stu cracked me
Yes,
up.
chief!
Their chief holds a stern face, but his cheeks betray him with a flush of red. Ah,
I wasn't talking to my sword.
you don't have to explain yourself. It's okay.
Can't believe you're spreading rumors like that. I'd say that warrants a caning. Allow me to carry out the sentence.
Their chief grits his teeth, places a hand on his blade, and turns his back.
The opera will begin soon. I need everyone in position. No more jokes. If any suspect gets away, you'll face more than a caning.
Understood!
Follow me, and keep your eyes and ears peeled. We must safeguard the civilians and apprehend any offenders.
Yes, chief!
Must be fun joking around with your captain or your chief. I wonder if they do that with Igor. I bet Igor would probably just like kill them in Minecraft. Bang. Like, don't joke with me. This is no joking matter. We're at war, bish. He'd probably do that. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to. I don't think Igor's men have ever joked with him. No. But this guy, you can joke around with him. Night falls, lanterns dot the river. More black awning boats appear. Each one was festooned with candles.
Mama, look! There's little man dancing on the candle.
Excuse me? Little man dancing.
Don't be silly. That's just a
Oh,
candle
okay.
flickering.
This boy has some imagination. No, I find that cute. Very adorbs.
Come and play pitch pie! Young lady, dare to try your luck?
I wanna try my luck. You could get money. Do it.
Make way! Make way, please! We need to clear a path for the audience.
Of course, officer.
Is the opera about to begin?
Who's singing?
Yes, in just a few minutes.
Laughter and chatter close in as a group of men and women pass Yang Yu.
Those are the y'all I met at the cake stall. Come
Ooh.
join us.
There is something gonna happen. A parade of joyful Yao passes before Mayfly. They spin around until they seem like a carousel with her in the center. A parade with no beginning and no end. Is she like... It looks like they're obsessed with her. Entranced by the sight, the procession swoops Mayfly off her feet, carrying her away as if caught in the current of a flooding river.
Hey, no pushing! Over there! Keep the peace or we'll keep it for you.
Let's kill time together.
Who's this? She pretty. Oh. Ooh, gorgeous bird. What is this? It's very interesting.
Of fate. Fate has revealed itself to me.
This reminds me of the enemy from Kung Fu Panda. I don't know why. You killed Poe's family!
There's strength in her
I'm sorry.
Freaking dumbass.
peace and quiet.
I'm losing my patience.
Same! Same, Medpoc, same. I'm losing my patience.
Longevity! Please, grant it to me! Look at that Yao. Is it crying blood?
It must be practicing some evil cultivation method. I hear those come with great risk.
How can you cry
This
blood?
must be its consequence.
Restraint at me. Restraint is part of the training.
Is she a mantis? I just realized.
There's strength
She's
in
not
restraint.
normal. Or a bird. No, I can't tell.
This violence.
She has claws, but then she has antennas. Damn, Meryl's. Sorry, not Meryl. Marsha was like, "Frick you," and just killed her with her sword. I mean her baton. I wanna watch the opera. Is Isolde playing? Is Isolde gonna sing for us? I haven't seen her in a while. Mayfly looks back. She's been carried far only to the left in a strange place, sticking out like a driftwood after a receding tide.
The stage? How did I...
Girl, you're always in the daze. One way or another, you're gonna get yourself in like really big trouble. Shut up now. The music's starting. The opera's starting. Oh, sorry. Do I have to read this? I don't want to. I want to listen to the music.
This is... Legends of Hanta?
The singing reaches the far end of the stage, where Chang and his men stand eyeing the proceedings suspiciously.
Legends of Hantai? How could they choose this of all operas with these rumors going around?
Why?
What's it about, Chief?
Thank you for asking the question I had in my mind. Chang's hard stare conveys his disdain even before his words confirm it.
It tells the story of a scholar who was guided into a dream by the immortal Lu Dongbie. There, he experienced life as an official in the imperial system. He found enlightenment once he awoke and became Lu's apprentice to pursue longevity.
Ha! No wonder you're so shook up over it.
I can't...
Mayfly stands on her tiptoes, unable to see the stage over the crowd, but though she can't make out the scene, the song at least breaks
I
through.
must watch this opera 100 times. But I've never seen them use candles before. Did they change the story?
No, there's a ritual going on, girl. I bet you're gonna be in the center of it. She finds her way to the front of the stage and looks up, captivated at the performance. It pulls the joy and hope of the crowd up like oh, there it is! Of the crowd up like spun silk that gives warmth and color to the night sky. Countless candles ring the stage, their flickering flames throw dim, dancing shadows on the walls, shadows that seem to sway and bob like a procession of monks in prayer.
It's so warm.
Oh my gosh, you guys are either getting hypnotized. Yeah, hypnotized.
I can't keep myself from staring.
The flames leap out from their wax altars, speaking in a divine, wordless tongue to the people below.
Hold on. When did they light these candles? The flames. They're whispering.
The small lights sway beneath the night sky, alternating between bright and dim. They become a hypnotic flow that those watching cannot turn away from. The flickering lights seem to laugh, to scold, and then chant unclear words, venting the pain of their brave lives through the ages.
I can
Damn,
hear
girl
them.
just wanted to live for more than a year, and this is what she has to deal with. Getting roped into this.
Grant us longevity.
Who are you chanting these words to?
When did I get this close?
A hush falls over the crowd. Mayfly looks up at the figure on the stage. The warm light shimmers. Hearts beat in time with the swaying shadows. The stage feels as if it were inside a refuge. A bastion of light and song, calling out to those who might approach it. Under the cover of night, under the gaze of many hundreds of eyes, 100-fold stages rise.
Du Le, Yang Wu, where are you? They're using the candlelight to conjure illusions. Avert your eyes!
Ooh! Is this animation? It looks so real.
世上人不学仙，真是蠢。
Do you wish to become immortal?
Huh? Oh.
Heron?
天地含精，万物化生。
Heaven and earth, bird essence, which forms all life. I shall live as long as the sun and the moon shine. Did she just grant immortality? Immortality? Girl! What the heck are you not telling me? What are you? Are you... The end? Question mark? The candlelight fades and is soon replaced by a steady glow of modern incandescent bulbs. Reed touches her head, unconsciously feeling blades of grass brush against her fingertips.
So, Mayfly was given the method of longevity, just like she wanted.
Oh! At what cost?
That means that Paper Heron was the legendary immortal.
Oh. Paper Heron can grant immortality to anybody. As if a reminder, another blade of grass tumbles down on her at her touch.
Well, sure not. I better get this down before I forget any details.
She tucks the grass into her pocket and practically leaps towards her paper and pen.
The distinctive melodies of Eastern opera, combined with the magical glow of candlelight, brought the atmosphere to its peak. When the immortal moved her fingers, the audience, including those who had doubts about longevity, naturally came to believe in this miracle, including Mayfly, a herbaceous Yao whose life was about to end only a few months later.
Yeah, but what's your proof? Yes, you may write all this down and all this could be real, but this is all in your memories.
Based on accounts
your
from
illusions.
local residents and my own experience, I feel I can make a bold assumption. After the opera was over, Paper Heron, the legendary immortal, taught the method of longevity to Mayfly to extend her life. Then, for some reason, she fell into a deep sleep beneath Jewel County.
Passage of time goes unnoticed as her pen glides from page to page, the sound of scribbling accompanied first by the silence of night, then gentle birdsong, and finally the bustle of waking city.
Another day.
The more square in her calendar is crossed out. I mean, one more square. One more square in her calendar is crossed out. Oops, what's that? My phone rang. Usually she would leave a detailed journal of her day, a record for her next iteration, but today she lets her pen rest.
Maybe I won't need to leave a note for the next me this time.
One drumstick, please! As the morning progresses, the storekeeper pulls up the shop's rolling shutters. Waiting outside, aside from the morning breeze, is a familiar face.
You're up early today. Did you get enough sleep?
Yes.
And I was so busy last night. I forgot to give you your change. Hold on. Let me unlock the door first.
Before she can finish her words, Reed has returned to her glowing screen.
Sleep, Schmeep. My article's almost finished. All I really need is a computer. Oh, sorry, I got a little overexcited. I meant, would it be possible to use one?
I can see that. Go ahead. You can use that one. You know how to turn it on.
Reed takes a deep breath before typing the words she spent the night planning. I also need to type my stuff. You must understand it is a benefit for the best. I know who you are. Oops, try refreshing. Oops, sorry. The odd pace of the typing draws the storekeeper's attention.
Are you trying to put a hole in my mouse? Or is the network down?
I'm sorry! I didn't mean to keep refreshing. It's just because the person I'm having a conversation with is very slow at typing.
Oh no, the network's fine.
It's only then that she notices that her whole arm has gone numb from the speed of her typing.
Has anyone else come by recently?
No, you're the only one. But I'll keep a spot open for you. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you.
The frantic typing resumes as soon as their conversation ends. Just untied another knot. As you can see, I can figure out the truth with or without your help. But if you really want me to figure things out, why not just tell me what you know? It'll save both of us time and trouble. She stops refreshing the screen. Instead, she stares wide-eyed at each tiny glowing phosphor dot. What? Oh, she's topping! Bluffing doesn't work on me, but if you want to see me, come to the May tree in the old garden. Bet, bitch. Let's go. In the daylight, Reed returns to reassess the leafy Central Park and the bustling construction site nearby. The words Immortal Residence, decorated an impressive billboard, gleamed down at her in the sunlight. This is a nice tree. Druvis would love this. Far beneath it, the half-dead May tree. Oh, okay. It's half-dead. I'm pretty sure Druvis could probably bring it back to life. It lies in the middle of the park, looks dull by comparison.
Another journalist? I already told the other ones we're not open for interviews.
It seems she spent too much time staring as the middle-aged man approaches in a huff.
I don't care who you write for. Get out of here, will you?
I'm not here for you.
No. I'm not here for interviews. I'm just having a look around.
She just said, I'm drawing the tree. Move.
Someone came around here then. Someone who looks like me?
I'm not answering any questions. My building isn't haunted, and that's that.
Not haunted? You mean...
Before Reed can ask anything more, a new voice draws away their attention.
Sir, we've got a problem.
A young man, breathless from running, cuts her questioning short.
You want to hand it over to me?
It's Professor Dong. He said he...
The property developer pulls his arm, gives a polite nod to Reed, and walks aside. Half a minute later, Reed hears shouting.
Would you listen to yourself? What do you mean they were eaten by monsters?
Critters?
Professor Dong said he found this in an ancient book. Should we just ignore him?
Damn him and his book. I go and call it the Immortal Residence, and then it turns out people died here. If this gets out, I'll never sell the place.
The developer's voice rises, and Reed catches pieces of their argument on the wind.
He gave us a copy of the book. Said he'd send one to the press unless he receives 100,000 yuan today. Do you want to look at it?
Him!
Oh. While they argue, Reed slips away towards the entrance of the park. Full of hope, she looks up at the May tree. Its dry branches hold many buds. Under the tree, a mule chews on fresh green grass.
Huh?
Is it the same mule? She calls out to the mule, not entirely convinced by her own conclusion. So the mule is also immortal. Because I'm like, if she's immortal, she has to have, her mule also has to be immortal. Because then she always has it with her. Unless like, it dies, and then she goes and buy a new mule. The mule, startled, turns to flee. Reed immediately takes notice of the familiar pack, one she knows she's seen before.
You traveled with Paper Heron wherever she went. Wait!
A strong wind blows the rustling leaves drawn out the mule's trotting hooves. A pale page falls a half step before her.
At the time, the sun and moon hung together in the sky. The earth split in two at the gate of the School of May, opening a rift miles long that stalled souls. When the governor had it investigated, they couldn't find a single human, dead or alive. Only clothes, dead plants and animals. Many believe the phenomenon was caused by the Earth Dragon.
It's not just the records that surprised her. Where the page fell, the wind spins in midair, leading her to a precise spot. Another wind knot. Alright, Paper Heron's asking you to, not
Only
all
clothes,
this.
dead plants and animals. The Earth Dragon. No way. Then the Yao didn't really become immortal?
Oh. So, so funny. So what happened to Mayfly? She sends in more Paper Heron's bullshit. Oh, we get to see it. Okay, good. On stage, footsteps move with a light, quick pace.
Do you wish to become immortal?
No! That's too much. Mayfly looks up. Do you, viewers, do you wish to be immortal? Mayfly looks up, but sees nothing before her. Do you prefer to live forever and ever?
Huh? Where am I?
Mayfly sits up from a comfy bed and looks around.
This place is so luxurious.
She jumps to the floor and walks around the room, curious about her new surroundings.
The bed's soft, and this blanket's so light and warm. What a strange dream I had. But, my, do I feel rested. I'm brimming with energy.
It's because there's sun over here.
I haven't felt this good since autumn. With strengths like this flowing through me.
You're a plant, you need sunlight.
I could till a whole field all on my own. That vase is almost as big as me. But I bet I could lift it.
She finds herself standing in front of the vase in the corner, excitedly stretching out her hands to measure its height and width.
Hello, Mayfly.
Oh! I thought she was evil. Why are you with her?
Hey,
From the trailer.
Paper Heron?
We were chatting outside your room when we heard your voice. I'm glad to see that you are doing well. I know what you wish to ask. You are in the school of May?
The lady smiles and nods as she explains
And
further.
I am its founder. They call me Master Ren, or
Oh,
Ren
she's the immortal. Okay.
Ren the immortal.
Are you all immortal?
You must be the immortal everyone's been talking about. Please, Master, teach me the method of longevity.
Another young soul looking too far ahead to see the truth before them. The immortal you seek is standing right in front of you. But it isn't me.
It's her.
In fact, I was one of her students.
What?
Mayfly shifts her focus between Master Ren and Paper Heron before resting on the more comfortably familiar face. Saying nothing, Master Ren smiles and follows Mayfly's gaze to Paper Heron.
Heron? You mean she's the immortal?
Paper Heron stirs the sweet soup in her bowl. The white sugar has sunk to the bottom.
I'd prefer if you wouldn't call me that, Mayfly. Makes me feel as though I'm covered in ants.
But how can that be?
Do you recall the evening past?
Nope. I passed out.
I was pushed out on the stage. And then...
Precisely. It was then that Paper Heron held the longevity ritual for you. You fell into a deep slumber for the rest of the night. How do you feel now?
I feel refreshed, energetic, alive. Then I've gained longevity already?
No. This is but the first step. Master Heron altered the flowing pattern of your chi to imitate that of the Way, laying the foundation for true longevity cultivation. But this alone will not extend your life. To achieve true longevity, one must cultivate it through the method of our school. Worry not. I will be your guide.
They're recruiting students?
See. No, wait.
I got pulled into the sham? Damn. Mayfly looks puzzled. She counts her fingers as if attempting to follow the logic of its conclusion.
Paper Heron, if your master Ren's master and the founder of the School of May, then you knew all along? You were just pretending? Then you lied too. You know, I felt so guilty about leaving you behind.
I didn't deceive you. I had no inkling that it was Run that you sought. I only learned of her ritual on the stage at the last instant. I took her place as its officiator as a bit of fun. But I looked quite splendid up there, don't you think? Didn't you notice it was me?
Well, at first I thought you were, she was just hallucinating though. At this pleasant thought, Paper Heron spooned some of the sweet soup into her mouth.
So, it was you who slipped the amulet and the note into my pocket.
Of course. I hadn't cast that spell for some time, so I thought I'd seize the opportunity to give it a spin. Why the glum look, eh? Our performance was a great success. Y'all have joined the school in spadefuls.
You're here for the method, not your magic tricks. Sight me down. You're the immortal. How could I say such a thing?
It's okay, I forget that she's the immortal too. Just the way she talks. Oh my goodness, she cracks me up. Before Mayfly can finish, hurried steps outside cuts her off. The footstep stops at the door, followed by whispers and rustle of clothes. Suddenly, a short, plump hedgehog and a yam with a leafy head peek out from behind the door. Then a gray rat, a shrew, and behind them, a whole parade of other Yao.
Immortal! Please, forgive our intrusion. We're here to see you, and our new schoolmate.
Grandmaster, our greatest thanks for these artifacts. We've brought a token of our gratitude. Though it's not so valuable, I hope it will suffice.
Oh, think nothing of it. Consider it a gift from your Grandmaster.
Thank you, Grandmaster. If it's not too much trouble, could you teach us the spell you used on the stage last night?
Paper Heron waves her praise away with her hand, but the smile behind that waving hand reveals her joy.
Sure, it's not so difficult. Just say what more you want to learn, and I shall teach you.
The Yao pour in, talking excitedly with Paper Heron. Mayfly watches as her friend, turned Grandmaster, enters the circle and shakes her head. A few clear coughs cut the clamoring voices short.
Now, students. You ought to show respect in the presence of the Grandmaster. Enough playfulness. You must all return to your cultivation.
But I hear this is the first time the Grandmaster has visited our school in many years. We only want to talk to her.
And talk we shall.
Master Ren smiles.
The Grandmaster will be with us for many days. There will be plenty of time.
She is literally immortal.
For now, we ought to consider our newest schoolmate. You need some time to settle in. Isn't that so, Mayfly?
Every time I hear Mayfly, it reminds me of like
you
a
have
housefly.
just perceived the ritual. Your body needs time to adapt. Students,
are you sure
when
it's
show
not all a
Mayfly
scam?
around our school, a little bit of activity should do her good.
Ah, right. Best to get some exercise.
Whatever you say, Master. Mayfly, is it? We brought you a gift too. Sorry, we got carried away after seeing the Grandmaster.
You give new students gifts? That's awesome! The Yao brings out several boxes of herbs and streamers filled with cakes, all prepared in advance. Wow! A substantial offering. Yo! That's crazy! That's cool!
And thank you for the gift.
What's the—
I feel so full of energy now. I'd love to look around.
Oh, I feel so full of energy now. I'd love to look around.
What's the—
What's the—
I feel so full of energy now. I'd love to look around. I feel so full of energy now. I'd love to look around.
sorry, the YouTube chat was dead for a very long time and I didn't even see it. Hello, hello.
You should spend some time getting to know the other students. Your gift can wait.
Alright then. I can save it for later.
Mayfly pats her skirt and leaves with Yao. Soon she enters a busy courtyard, bustling with the voices of other students at the School
Stop
of
it,
May.
Mayfly. That cauldron's too heavy. You could hurt yourself.
I was just like her back then. Didn't know what to do with my newfound strength.
I don't trust you, ma'am. Paper Heron lifts another spoonful of her sweet soup to her lips and then sets the bowl down.
So, have you retrieved your 5 senses?
Master Ren nods and waits for Paper Heron to swallow.
No, it's become worse. Even clear soup is practically tasteless to me now. But enough about that. We have more important things to discuss.
Okay, so she really cannot taste. She can definitely hear. What about sight? Because I know she relies on her meal for direction. But I'm pretty sure she can still see. Is it really just taste?
I have observed.
Well, it seems like it's only just taste, so why are we talking about 5 senses?
Birds migrating north. Withered grass blackening. Ere long, Lanzhu will awaken. Unlike other Xiantao beasts, Lanzhu is not under Zhenzi's control. The quake it wrought brought great suffering to the Huanzhou region.
When you say 5 senses, do you mean like taste buds? Is there 5?
The White Horse School once fought it, and I among them. Yet,
no,
we could only
it's
force
only
it
4.
into a long slumber. Until the Wei bestowed on us 2 swords of longevity, allowing ordinary students to control the qi of yin and yang in order to pacify Lanzhu. But then...
She pauses.
You need not say more.
Snake! I bet she's evil. Master Ren draws an array in the air. It glows gold for a moment, then fades as a white sword appears. Paper Heron stares intently at the sword. It floats in the air, radiating with soft
Now,
white glow.
only one sword remains, and the White Horse School is no more.
Her hands shake as she grips it, as if she were holding it too tightly.
You needn't worry. Since the moment you passed the sword to me, I have been making preparations to face Lanzhu. I know the consequences if I fail. The earth will split, and beneath the dual sun and moon, disaster and disorder will reign. Zhu County, all of Huanzhou, will shatter, causing untold devastation. That is why I founded the School of May, to gather strength in numbers. Though I wield the last sword of longevity, if it should fail, I have prepared a quelling array, but I will need their strength to help me activate it.
Oh.
Do I surprise you?
Paper Heron looks around the room and answers with a sigh.
Ah, no. It's just... You were but a little Yao when we first met beneath that tree. Look how you've grown.
A Yao's life is shorter than most. We must make every day count. You entrusted this task to me, and I will do all that I must to finish it. I will allow nothing to get in my way, not only for the sake of the school, but for the sake of everyone in this land.
She sees Ren smile. Paper Heron pauses and offers an affirming smile to her old student.
You are more prepared than I could ever hope to be. But mind your students well. I should not like to see your school meet the same fate as mine, eh? I will stay here until the task is done, and intervene if need be.
Hey, everybody's saying that she's Canadian. Hey. Master Ren replies with a solemn nod.
Grandmaster, you gave me a second life and the sword of longevity. I owe my life to you. I swear I will complete the suppression, no matter the cost. For you and for your school.
I still think she's gonna be, or she's going to turn evil. Those are my predictions. Oh, 2 computers. This is so cute. I used to do this back in the day. I started doing it again. Like in some of my posts for YouTube, I would add those like symbol emojis. Hehe, so cute. Okay, we were cleaning out the family shrine today and I found a set of new opera masks. My arcane skill lets me see things when I touch objects, so I went through them one by one. Here's what I got. Jezu mask. A faint image of a tall man looked full of energy with a loud voice. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not gonna try. I feel so bad mispronouncing all this. Mask. My uncle, he used to wear this one all the time when I was little, and my brain just can't get past that, so I couldn't see anything about itself. Haha, don't mind me. Someone reading a book looked like my middle school English teacher. Hard to make out a humanoid shape, but not quite human, more like an animal or a monster of some kind. This one was the strangest. With the others, I could at least make out a shadow of a figure, but with this, nothing. All I saw was a street, kind of like a road leading to a central park at the far end. A big round moon. This mask, a blinding flash of lightning, and someone talking on the phone. My dad took the rest before I could get to them. What is this music? So that's all I got. Do these images mean anything? Any ideas? Okay. If you got the names right, these all sound like a Jiando beast mask. My guess, what you saw were the things they've eaten. Lol. Excluding your uncle, of course. As far as I know, there are no records of Jiandao beasts taking human form. The people you saw might be the Zhengtong they were entrusted with. And if you couldn't see anyone, maybe that means the Jiandao beast had lost its Zhenzi for good. Rip my pronunciation. Just guessing though. Would you be willing to tell us more about your arcane skill? Your arcane skill is the real deal. Lanzhu gazing at the moon, Zhang Liang with lightning. Anyone who knows their stuff can tell from those two alone that you're not making it up. There are a lot of different accounts of Langzhu looks like, of what Langzhu looks like, but few people know that is actually a rhinoceros. In folk legend, the rhino was a general sent down from the heavens, and that's why it loves to gaze at the moon, longing for someone to bring it home. They say Langzhu's power can shake heaven and earth. A single roll of its body can trigger an earthquake. Back in the day, Feng Zhangxi had to call upon the power of Dunzhang, the god of Zeti, and wage a fierce battle before finally subduing it. But once subdued, Langzhu just curled up underground and had been sleeping ever since. The laziest of all Xiangdao beast. Oh, this music! It's making me feel so uneasy. Every time it's like it's in the climax. It makes me freak out. On the 9th of this month, a fisherman on the Lake Tehu netted a South China carp weighing 189 jin and measuring 2.2 meters in length. Experts sampled its scale and determined that the fish is roughly 245 years old, making it the longest-lived carp on record. The local Water Environment Research Institute has purchased the carp from the fisherman and plans to release it back into the wild after further study. They could just recapture it again. If it lived long enough, would it turn into a long? Whoa, what a giant fish. Imagine the size of a pot you'd need to stew that thing. You could just cut it into pieces. Carp are spiritual creatures, just like turtles, snakes, cats, and dogs. But this one must be something truly extraordinary. A spirit among spirits. It's likely found a method of cultivation, one that lets it sense the way, and even refine itself in accordance with the way. Do you know the way? That's how it's that's how it's lived so long. If I'm not mistaken, when the experts release their findings, the pattern of its swimming will turn out to align with certain mathematical principles. So what is the way? The way is an infinite existence and the sum of all natural laws. 42! That's the way. Where did I get that from? Okay, anyways. That which is above form is called the way. The way is the origin of all things. Everything takes the way as its foundation, and the way... the music! I don't know if you can hear the music too. And the way it turns manifest within them all. Check out my other post for more details. Really? That alien insectuan post was yours too? Right. Okay. We're gonna continue. Because I want to finish as much as I can today. So I can finally start my lore videos. In the dim cell, low chant rise and fall over and over until it almost feels like a natural phenomenon, like the howling of the wind.
Chief, all the Yao we've arrested are here.
Ooh, you look so dashing in this light. Sorry, it's so nice. I don't know what's up with this particular scene, but it looks great. Anyways, maybe it's the coloring. I don't know. Anyways, the cell door creaks open slowly. The other Yao stops and look out from their cells at the tree. Who enters?
This must be the true meaning of being watched like a hawk. You may leave. I will have the victim identify the culprit.
Understood.
The cell is packed with Yao. Afraid, a man presses himself fearfully against Cheng. Cheng grips his blade and tells the man not to be afraid as he takes the first bold step towards
I trust there's no need to introduce myself.
Of course, Chief Chung. After all, it took us all quite some effort to sneak past you. Let no one say that you neglected your duties. In fact, you did such a sterling job that not even a fly could buzz through that gate. A pity for you that I soar much higher than a fly.
You good? You okay? Oh my gosh, these people are as carefree as Paper Heron. The Yao all laugh, leading Cheng to raise his blade and strike it against the
Quiet.
cell door.
Look over them. See if you can identify the one that abducted your family.
Somebody adopted who? Even with the cell door between them, the man feels surrounded by Yao. He dodges fruitlessly left and right as if to avoid their gaze. He peeks at the jailed Yao from the corner of his eye, but each glance makes him all the more concerned.
I don't see them.
My. Should I call you County Magistrate Chung now? If I recall correctly, it falls outside of the duties of mere constables to interrogate suspects.
Through the bars, a bird like Yao leans towards Cheng.
Could it be that you are using this opportunity to learn the method of longevity for yourself?
Enough of your twittering, bird. I am investigating this rumor on behalf of the people, not for myself.
Hey, I have a name. I'm not Bird.
Nor is this a formal interrogation.
Did you even ask for my
I am
name?
within my rights to question any one of you.
Oh wait, her name's actually Bird?
If I don't tell you a thing, what then, Chief Chung? Must you really be so harsh on us?
Oh, it's Chief Chung, not Chang? I've been pronouncing it all wrong.
But I know that you're not all that cruel-hearted. Could you be persuaded to let us go?
As she speaks, she puts both hands through the bars. One holds a gold bar and the other a charm. She waves them before Chung. I'm gonna say Chung this time.
I can offer you both wealth and
I thought it was Chang! Well, there is an accent.
Fiend! I will not allow you to deceive me.
Chung pushes her hands aside with the back of his blade. She jumps back, staring at him tensely, then approaches once more.
You think it deception merely because you believe the method of longevity to be a false rumor. But what if I tell you it's true? Take a guess at how old I am.
There is no need to guess. It is said that Yao can live over 1,000 years.
Whoever told you that knew nothing. Our lives are scarcely longer than our true forms. My own kind live and die within the age of a sparrow. Nothing more.
Surprise flashes in Chung's eyes, He motions for her to continue.
We only want a little more time in this world, Chief Chung. Why must you stand in our way?
Then should I simply allow you and your people to kill, steal, and bring chaos?
Me and my people?
She's stunned for a moment, then responds with a burst of laughter.
I see. You believe Yao to be evil.
No, not universally. Yet, it is Yao like you who spread these dangerous rumors in the county.
Yao stops laughing, her neck jerking in as her feathers rise and puffs out. Filled with rage, she storms towards Chung, ignoring the bars.
It is no rumor, fool! Even if it were, what harm have we ever brought for speaking it alone? All our kind desire is to live. I've done nothing wrong. Release me! Every moment is precious.
You may not have taken part in these abductions, but the rumors you spread surely enticed the ones that did. I will not release you.
Fine. Continue in your blindness. But the School of May will bring justice to us all.
Freedom of speech, bish! We can say whatever we want! The Yao turns fierce, beating her wing in the cell. Claw marks cover the walls.
School of May? That's the name of your sect, is it?
Her anger has become an incomprehensible mash of threats and insult. Chung stands between her and the scared man, leading him away. Scared? Was it scared? In the Yamen study, I think I pronounced that right. The man sits shaking on a wooden chair.
Calm down. Have some tea.
Thank you.
He takes the tea, sips a few times, and sits it down.
No need to worry. Our cells are quite unbreakable.
Sets it down.
So, what more do you know of the Yao that abducted your family?
It was jabbering on about longevity. That's all I know.
This rumor is a true menace to society.
Please, Chief Chung, please find my father. You're my only hope.
He grabs the front of Chung's clothes as if to kneel, but the chief constable catches him by the arms and lifts him to his feet.
Please, sir. I am merely fulfilling my duty. I will find the truth. This, I swear.
Thank you.
Rest a while. Best not to overwork yourself. Guard!
Chief.
Take care of the good man. I must deliver my report on the events at the opera.
Understood.
Chung pats the poor man's shoulder as they walk out. A breeze follows him past the door and scatters far away. What if that guy's just crazy? In the Great Hall, a report on the case is being given to the gathered court.
The female Taoist raised her sword above a woman's head, revealing the latter's true form to be that of a herbaceous entity, and shifting her withered leaves into a verdant green. The Taoist then proclaimed the ability to bestow longevity upon any who joined her school. This declaration incited the crowd to a frenzy, as they stampeded the stage. Later, the Taoists vanished from the scene together with the herbaceous entity. Several Yao present were detained, and the injured were escorted to the nearest clinic for treatment. In summary, the stampede has been determined to be an unforeseen incident arising from the female Taoist use of arcane skills.
With the report concluded, the paper is folded once more and then handed over to the county magistrate.
Unforeseen incident? Your lack of foresight has seen this longevity rumor spread to every corner of the county. Yao are flooding our lands in droves. Never in my life have I received so many reports of missing persons and acts of sedition. Make no mistake. This is the result of your errors.
The magistrate crumples the paper and throws it at the registrar. In response, the man bows even lower.
We were foolish to put our faith in you, Commander Lee. You were in charge of our defenses. Tell me, how should we proceed?
Lee had been standing nearby. He pauses, considering the details for a moment before speaking out in a measured tone.
In these desperate times, I can see only one solution. I would divide all constables into 2 shifts and have them sweep the entire county. We will locate and apprehend all y'all hiding among the populace over the next 3 days.
Very good! Do you hear that? All departments will cooperate with Commander Lee. And if I hear of any misconduct, I will show no mercy.
The others... Oops. Sounds like he's saying y'all. Is it actually? I mean, he does have a hat. The others hasten to agree as they bow with clasped hands. Chong has been wanting to speak. Seeing his chance, he seizes it and steps forward.
Honorable Magistrate, I believe we also ought to consider investigating the School of May.
The other clerk sneaks, sneering, glances towards him like a discolored beans shifted from the pile.
And you are? Wait, I believe I recall. Chief Chung, is it? And the School of May? A minor religious sect, yes?
Yes. Please forgive me. After the report was submitted, I discovered a connection between the sect and the animal carcasses found on the streets. While in custody, a suspect admitted that the School of May was behind the mysterious parade connected to both the rumors and the drained carcasses. I believe this opera was another part of their scheme. If the Yao are the fruit, the School of May is the root.
The others look away and whisper.
And who are you to speak? Some upstart boy desperate to clear his family name?
Oof.
That's him, all right. Just last month, he was ranting about some thief-catching scheme. The argument could be heard from the streets.
Do you remember last year? This boy Niall knocked the doors down, insisting we include those deserters he caught in our update to the Imperial Court. Hard to believe the magistrate allowed him to leave with his head. It seems he hasn't any sense for his position, or his shame.
The son of a bandit turncoat. No wonder he barks like a dog, demanding praise for his every deed. He's fooling himself if he thinks he can wash himself clean of his family's past.
Chang ignores their whispers and stands tall and firm as a noble
Commander
pine.
Lee, thoughts on this matter?
As all else goes quiet, Lee clears his throat and speaks.
I hold to what I've said before. The Yao pose a serious danger to the people. Our priority must be to expel them from the county. What would you have us do, Your Honor?
The matter is handed to Commander Lee. Dismissed.
Understood. But the School of May?
The others seem prepared to leave, but Chung looks around anxiously until finding the familiar shape of his commander waiting under the eaves.
Commander Lee.
Come here, He Guang.
Lee walks from the hall in long, quick strides, forcing his subordinate to hurry to keep pace.
Are you really so desperate for glory that you forget the chain of command? How do you aim to win trust if you refuse to pay respect to your betters.
I apologize, Commander. But this is a promising lead. If we don't act now, we may miss a chance.
Lee turns, his voice sterner than ever.
Do you think you are the only one with the lead on this case? That no one else can do as you have done? Not even those with greater power and resources? Is that why you announce your intentions for all to hear? Your heart may be pure, but others have their own designs. If your words reach the wrong ears, do you think they will sit and do nothing about it?
Chung's tongue twists. He had prepared for scolding, not this.
Commander, you mean...
Keep digging, but do not draw any further attention.
Aww.
That's all for today. And if your actions are brought to light, I will tell them I denied your request. Understood?
Yes, Commander.
He bows deeply, then straightens his posture.
I will learn from your wise words.
Another blog. Look at the flowers. In my opinion. What is this? Konami code. Moderator. Keep it civil. You've been banned for a month. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm a long-time fighting game player. Whoa there. That's cool. The Critter Clash is the hottest game right now, so I headed to the arcade to get a few rounds in. I started with a turtle, tons of HP, but attacks are painfully slow and the damage is laughable. Not exactly a character build for someone at my level. So I switched to the rat. The moves looked flashy and I figured I had to hit hard, so I challenged one guy to a 1v1. He ran the black dog, and a single strike knocked me down to half HP. 2 hits and the match was over. 10 rounds, 10 losses. He explained that the HP is based on each animal's natural lifespan. Turtles live a long time, so the turtle has more HP, but these animals have all become yaos. Every one of them can live for centuries. Why should the old lifespan distinction still matter? Haha, can anyone actually win a match with a rat? Regular yaos live just as long as their animal forms. The rat's lifespan is only a few months, so naturally its HP bar reflects that. Yaos aren't exactly common these days, so it's totally understandable that you didn't know. The game stays true to the lore while still balancing the numbers. So the HP gaps don't become unplayable solid designs in my opinion. Haha, what a noob. You didn't even know how to chain your moves. No wonder you got stomped. With the rat input, down A, right, down, right, D, cancel into, yada yada yada. Oh my gosh. He's giving me the treats! Do it properly, you've got an infinite combo. Damn. Even in here, they're arguing. Castle in the sky. I was gonna say over the castle on the hill, and I missed the way.
Come, Mayfly. You ought to familiarize yourself with our school before you begin.
Yes, Master.
Mayfly peeks out from behind the door, watching the others in the front courtyard.
It's still early in the morning, but everyone's already up and busy.
Somebody gotta do the chores.
Soon, you will be practicing alongside them.
Are you just making me Are you just like making me do all the chores too? The mini she has come to know nod to her in greeting.
The students live in the side house here, as will you. I believe you've met some of them already.
Yuki? If you know, you know.
A mouse climbing up on that bamboo by
Fruit basket.
Don't be alarmed by Brother Mouse. He has taken to staying in his true form most of the day.
Forgive me, brother.
What if it's just a regular mouse?
I'm sure he does not mind. The School of May is one of the few refuges for Yao in this region. Our students are free to live in whatever form they wish. You may even choose to live as a reed, if that is what you desire.
Live in my true form. But
One must learn to find fulfillment in their true nature. Only then may one discern their path to the way. It will make sense in time. Come, let us speak further in the front courtyard.
Master, where is that music coming from? I keep hearing it, but I don't see anyone playing.
You won't have need of that haste much longer, Sister Mayfly. This is the front courtyard, where students may gather to train or rest as they like.
But no one's here.
This way.
The gardens of this land excel at artful concealment. Past the moon gate, after a few winding paths, a hidden world opens up to her. Black eaves press down upon white rooms that enclose the square. The ground is paved with gravel, into which white marble tiles are set, forming a bagua array. Students in white stand atop it, playing solemn Taoist music together.
There she is, the new student.
Sister Mayfly, are you feeling better?
Paper Heron waits here too. The students occasionally steal smug glances at her. She looks around, nodding to the students as she meets their eyes in greeting, Mayflower in particular.
Hello, everyone. What are y'all doing here?
Master Ren is here too! Greetings, Master! We humbly request your guidance today!
It's good to see you all. Please, be seated.
Are we starting our first lesson? The crowd spreads out and sits in a ring around Master Ren. A female Yao pulls Mayflower in to sit beside her.
Revision always offers new insight. And with a new student among us today, let us begin by reviewing the stages of the method of longevity. To master this art, one must attain 3 stages. The regulation of qi, concentration and visualization, and the cultivation of the body. In the first stage, we focus on the rhythm of the breath.
Meditation.
Each of you must find the pace which best suits your constitution and nature. Once you reach a state of meditation, we will work to concentrate the mind on an object, opening ourselves to the stimuli of the divine. As for the cultivation of the body...
Hearing this, Paper Heron interrupts Master Ren.
That wouldn't be for the best.
Whatever do you mean, Master?
Your students are getting ahead of themselves. Teach them the basics first, eh? A pavilion is not built from the roof down.
If I am to cover every foundational detail, I would have to start from before the White Horse School was even founded. Unfortunately, I never walked its halls. All that I know, I learned from you. Would you do us the honor, Grandmaster? The students would be most grateful to hear it from your lips.
Paper Heron looks around. The student wait eagerly for her words. The School of May seems to be thriving on the high morale of its students, and her heart is warmed by it.
It has been quite some time since I last
It's
spoke
so
of
weird,
my old school.
her being the
But I'd be
Grandmaster,
happy
because
to.
the other lady looks more like a Grandmaster than her. She looks more like the student. She lifts her heels and leaps gracefully into the ring before launching into her story.
The very first attempts at achieving longevity can be traced back to ancient times. But it's enough to start with the founding of the White Horse School, eh?
Honestly, she might be Canadian. We might not know.
It first took shape in the late Tang Dynasty. as our founding master traveled the land collecting many rare and
This is
lost
the second time
scriptures
she says
in
A.
hopes of
She
preserving
says
the
A
Taoist
more
arts
times
for
than I
future
do.
generations. From those arts, he developed a method to balance yin and yang, and through it, discovered the secret to a long life. He named it the practice of inner alchemy, and it later became the foundation of the White Horse School. Now, to perform it properly, you must work through these stages in order. Listen closely. The scripture says, when one's mind is tranquil and free of distracting thoughts, all things between heaven and earth will become one with it. So the first step is to set aside worldly concerns and seek stillness from within. For only then can one perceive the presence of the way. Step 2 is about finding your tea. Life is born of the accumulation of tea. When tea gathers, we live. When it disperses, we perish. Without tea, we can neither strengthen our bodies nor nourish our spirits, and so we cannot prolong our lives. We must spend years learning its workings until it becomes as familiar to us as our own hands. The third step is to use your understanding of tea to work its flow, guiding it until it moves in harmony with the way. This step is the most crucial. When your body attunes itself to your tea and allows you to retain it. This may take some time, but it must not be rushed. Without the tea within, the body stands hollow. And if hollow, how may life endure in it? This takes real devotion. You must practice daily until your body is ready to harmonize with the flow of tea. To retain tea is to attain the way. One who has attained the way may long endure. So the scripture says. But the path is long and perilous. Stray from it, and both body and spirit may be annihilated. At best, it is a process of decades. At worst, well, I've seen some wait hundreds of years.
But, Grandmaster?
Yes? Speak your mind.
Do you really mean it will take a few decades for us to master this method?
To walk the path of longevity is no small feat. But the calmer your mind, the clearer your vision, and the quicker you will progress.
But how can I devote myself to a method that takes decades to master when I only have a few years to live? And if what you say is true, wouldn't only the long-lived be able to achieve longevity?
Ah.
She pauses, composing her thoughts for a long while, then walks over to the Trigram.
Not entirely. The scripture says, in the pursuit of worldly knowledge, one gains daily. In the pursuit of the way, one loses daily. Less and less is done until nothing is done. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. Don't get so hung up on the path ahead. Nothing stays fixed forever. Live in the moment, and new opportunities will arise.
So, we'll just do nothing at all?
I'm just as confused as you are, my girl.
Non-action. We let go of all deliberate effort, attending to your purposes, doing only that which is yours to do.
Hearing her words, they yell, look at each other. One of them cannot hold back their frustration and rushes up in front of her.
That's absurd. If that's how it is, what are we to do? Sit around and wait for death to come? Our lives are much shorter than yours, you know.
Now, Brother Badger. The Grandmaster didn't mean...
Undeterred by the gentle redirection, the Yao continues his questions.
That which is yours to do? What's that supposed to mean? Is this what's mine to do?
Grandmaster, none of us would be here if we had been content with the time we were given.
Paper Heron is speechless. She sees now the crux of the issue. They have been led astray from the very beginning. The doubting voices grew louder. The Yao became agitated. Paper Heron stands silent above them, lost. Mayfly struggles in her seat, not knowing who to agree with.
All right, everyone.
She seems very happy. Hmm. Maybe she wanted this to happen all along. A clear, loud call rings out like a stone dropped in water. Dayao immediately falls silent. Master Ran walks into the ring and stands beside her teacher.
Each of us approaches the way differently, for we are all guided by our own nature. The Grand Master speaks only from her own experience. If her words help you, hold them. If they muddle you, do not be troubled. You may understand them in the time.
Yes, Master.
It's been a long day, and the Grand Master has traveled far. Please, leave her to rest.
Paper Heron looks at her former student and then at the calm Yao. With a stiff nod, she resigns herself to a stone stool outside the ring.
Heron, are you alright?
She walks over and sits by Paper Heron, whose serene facade now seems ever so subtly broken.
I'm fine. Should have chosen my words with more care, though.
Well...
For a moment, the cicadas chirps and the birds' call sound unusually sharp. Paper Heron looks down, hiding her face.
I thought they'd be interested. Back in my time.
Ah, sorry. I was like, I had to search it up. I was like, wait a second. How do you pronounce this word again? Facade. There we go. Facade. It's like facade? Facade. I had to search it up. The words are a faint whisper, so light she barely hears them.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just forget what I've said and follow your master's teachings. Perhaps she's found a better way.
The third step the Grand Master spoke of is what we call the cultivation of the body. Through practice, your body will work with your chi until they are one. Mastering this may take decades, even hundreds of years. But here in the School of May, we needn't dwell on that step. Instead, we focus on the regulation of chi and concentration and visualization.
Indeed. Oh, Mr. Santavarete, this isn't Depot. No, it's better. I'm joking. No, actually, no, I'm not joking. She looks over to Master Ren as she continues her lesson and resolves herself to what must be done.
We needn't dwell on that step?
Mr. Depot, your wife's calling you on Twitch. What is it this time? I'm so intrigued now. The other one was fighting games. Oh my gosh, it's so long. Okay, my friend, do you practice chi? See? My grandma said that when her grandfather was young, everybody practiced chi to develop their arcane skills. Over time, though, the chi, I'm gonna call, is it chi? I know she was pronouncing it C, like a T. Chi. It doesn't help if you just write it in chat. I meant like the pronunciation. In the world grew thin, and the practice all but died out. Bruh. I just typing it in chat doesn't help. How would you pronounce it? like type it like that. Like how would you pronounce it? Not just copy and paste the word in chat. That doesn't help me. Chi. Oh, so it's literally just chi. But they were pronouncing it sounded like a T. That's why. Grandma's from the Zhao Conti. And our family still has a little rhyme that was passed down. It opens with, "The White Horse School shows you the long way to longevity. Let go worldly concerns and seek stillness." I'm curious about what this White Horse School actually is, but my grandma doesn't know either. C. Chi-Chi. Do you think Deepo would have been an emperor if he was born in 200 BC? I don't think so. I think he won't be able to be. I don't think he'll even be. He could be even royalty. I'm sorry. Deepo doesn't scream emperor to me. I'm sorry. Maybe the gesture. The fool. I'm sorry, Deepo. I went to the library and did some digging. It looks like the sect dates back to the late Tang dynasty, and some Song dynasty records mention that its members practiced inner alchemy and had a unique way to subdue evil beasts. The process was extremely exhausting, and the sect needed considerable time to recover after each one. Evil beasts? Could this be the legendary Jiandao beast? Several Zhenzi family lines have been lost, and their Jiandao beasts have vanished along with them. Deepo the farmer. You know what? Yeah, I'll accept Deepo the farmer, not Deepo the emperor. It cannot be. Hard to say. The White Horse School also shows up in the records from the early Ming dynasty. There were plenty of odes and poems written in his honor, and many officials donated money to build its temple. Its leader even held an official post at one point. They were clearly held in high regard back then, but all these records are clustered within just a few years. After that, the White Horse School seemed to have faded. Official documents began emphasizing that its members should only focus on self-cultivation and stay out of worldly affairs. The final record comes from the Hyun Zhao Prefectural Gazette. A great earthquake struck Hyunzhou. Bandit raided the White Horse School, seeking longevity. Many perished on that mountain. What exactly happened? It will take more digging to uncover. I am from the county and I've never heard of this. Sounds like something out of Wu Zia novel. The road to perceiving traditional culture is long. The unbending will.
Move! Constables on duty!
Make way! The sun sets in the west. Meanwhile, constables armed with bows and blades march through the streets. Like a long cobalt dragon, they pass by as people watch curiously and whisper to each other, wondering at their destination. Two constables hurried to reach the young man leading the grim-faced parade.
Chief, there's no trace of that Reed girl anywhere. She's disappeared.
She gone.
I see. Stay sharp and keep an eye out for her. We can't allow any more Yao to escape.
News from the West Gate.
I like your shirt, Cruz. Thank you.
Do you want to question them yourself like last time?
Have you seen Deepo wear it? Is that why? Can you play checkers on your shirt? Wow, I thought it would be an actual compliment. I guess not. No, you can't play checkers on my shirt.
I'll be there shortly.
We've been walking for a while now. Where are you leading us?
Yang still wants to speak, but their chief raises his right hand, signaling the marching constables behind to stop. I've seen Deepo with all the shirts, even with the oh my goodness, sentimentality, you crack me up. The house before them lies at the street's end. Its doors are slightly shut, but chanting voices escape out through the cracks.
一起归元，长生渴望，命本可改，道之传人。莫待他朝，永驻心下。
Emotep, that's fucked. That's fudged.
The source was right.
Nah, not a funny joke, chat. They're just chanting. Chen clenches his fist towards the door that lifts in it in a sharp onward motion. The metal bolt falls with a clang.
Move in.
Yay! I can finally beat somebody's. Oh wait, no, not yet. I want to beat the crap out of someone. He draws his blades and throws the door open. The constables pour into the small square courtyard, ringing their reversion bells.
Patrol constables. Civilians, stay back.
By whose order are you here? Who gave you the right?
Quite the posture for a wanted suspect. You're all under arrest. Seize them.
Oh, yay! Let's go! I should really change my team. Oh! Oh, look at you! Why are you in our team? Oh, was that you? Eric Ha. I am not Eric Ha. My name is Cruz. Why is chat being mean to me? My chat is bullying me. My Twitch chat is always a bully. My YouTube chat, very nice. I joke, I kid.
A sacred charge.
Freaking dumbass.
Mr. Senevalty, when are we going to Japan? When's the group Japan trip with everyone? Or better yet, when are you coming to Toronto?
Are there any injuries?
To Canada?
Just give me a shout. I'm here to help.
This is outrageous! You jumped up toll collector! How dare you lay your hands on us?
Better yet, because I don't have to fly somewhere. You know, I will always take anything over flying. I don't like flying. It's too spooky. The bell rings under the eaves. Those inside covers their ears, but no tails grow. But no bark forms to cover their skin.
They're not young.
When they have no more oh, okay. I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna ignore that, chat. Just get on deep. He's good. Dang. Depot, can you swim that long? The young chief constable is struck still, grappling with the unexpected outcome. These people dressed in fine silks were wealthy merchants, not cultists. Oh, you know what we should do? Like, I will get Depot to cross the ocean, carrying me in a small boat. That's what we're going to do. That's how we're gonna get to Japan. By an inflatable boat. Man's a submarine. Have you seen this? From outside, older, wiser constables peek in, with the newer, oblivious recruits continue to ring their bells as ordered.
Stop the bells.
Ordered or orders? Ordered. The constables stop and Xiang looks over the crowd before sheathing his blade.
I am Chief Constable Cheng, acting on orders to investigate the Yao involved in the Stuta parade. I've been instructed to bring them to justice without delay.
Cruz would love John Kim. Who's
the verses you
John
were reciting
Kim?
Are identical to those the Yao chanted at the
How
parade.
could she resist perfection?
If I am mistaken,
I don't know what
I
that
humbly ask
is.
for forgiveness in advance.
Is it a video game character?
He thought we were Yao
Later.
gathering for some
Okay.
evil
Oh.
ritual.
Is it bad? Mr. Santavality, I swear. This is a wholesome channel.
Watch yourself, Chief Constable. Slandering a respected merchant like myself could get you in serious trouble.
I am disappointed in you, Mr. Santavality. I will never ever read your comments again.
I asked your presence at the Yamen. So please, gentlemen, come with us. Should you be proven innocent, I will offer my deepest apologies.
Do you know who you're speaking to, boy? I won't leave this house unless your superior comes and explains everything in person.
It's a thread we know IRL. Oops. The air feels heavy as lead. The constables look at each other. No one's daring to speak. For a moment, the standstill feels as if it might go on forever, until the tension is at last cut by a voice from outside.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding.
Sir?
The constables part respectfully as Lee marches into the courtyard, followed by a plump middle-aged man in brocade.
Those honorable gentlemen are
brocade.
simply studying the classics and cultivating their minds.
I'm bullying you? I'm not bullying you. I'm
it
too
has
nice.
Nothing to do with the turmoil on the streets, nor with the
You're the one bullying me and talking about this person I don't know of.
You speak the truth, Commander. These classics the gentlemen were reciting are scriptures transcribed by His Eminence Zhang himself. They serve only to enlighten the mind. But no doubt our young chief constable here only intended to perform his duties and perhaps leap to judgment.
Is he actually? Does he say y'all? No, I don't see it. Or are you hearing that he's saying y'all? I can't hear the pronunciation again.
I thank you for your understanding and your
Can I? Oh wait, I can.
Else, this could have been an even greater humiliation. He Guang, apologize to the honorable gentleman.
But no. You speak the truth, Commander. These classics the gentlemen were reciting are scriptures transcribed by His Eminence Zhang himself. They serve only to enlighten the mind.
Which one?
Nothing to do with the turmoil on the streets, nor with the yalls. Those honorable
Oh, you think he's saying y'alls? Oh, I see. Chang remains silent and stares at the scripture scrolls in the man's hand.
Cheng He, do you not hear me?
I acted thoughtlessly. For that I am sorry, Your Excellencies.
Do you think that an acceptable apology? When we return to the Yamen, you will suffer 60 strokes for your insolence.
Will he actually?
Please, no need to be so harsh, Commander. I'm certain the chief acted with the best intentions. Young men often rush to judgment. We've all done the same.
Speaking back and forth, Lee and the middle-aged merchant ease the tension at last. A look passes among those in the courtyard. The obvious leader among them speaks.
No real harm has been done to us. Not punish him for doing his duty.
Just be sure to keep your officers in line, Lee.
Cruz, are there any female idol-like characters in Reverse 1999? Not like the idol you see in like ZZZ or Nikkei. We have a singer. We have Angel Nala. She's our idol. She's our beautiful succubus demon. We have an opera singer. That's our idol. Idol vibe. No, not really. We don't have idols. We don't have idols. Lee says no more and signals for the constables to leave the courtyard. Satsuki is Mr. Santa's type. You think? Satsuki? A wounded kobold dragon retreats back to its cave in the form of a slow and dreary procession of downcast faces. For sure? He likes some traditional Japanese beauties. Let me check. Okay, I'll show you later after this. Lee stands ahead unconcerned with the sour faces of the lower rank behind him. With their commander present, the constables dare not even speak as they pass through the doors of the yamen and file away to the mess hall. Only Chang remains by the entrance, struggling to hold his head high. The result is something stiff and strange, but proud.
Why are you standing there like statue?
I wish she had
to
long.
eat.
She has long hair. Oh wait,
I'm awaiting my
does she
sister
have?
strokes.
No, she has short hair. I'm sorry. Lee puts down the case file, looks at him with complex expression.
There won't be any coming. Now, go eat.
Also, why is she shackled? That is a good question. I should look into that. But he still does not
If
move.
you've elected to spare me, then allow me a question, Commander. The man who came with you had a scroll
To
in his
hold
hand.
back her power. Is it
Where
actually?
did it come from? There's a Bagua array on it.
Is it 'cause she
formed by
can't
a Mei
control
tree
it?
and a Jade sword.
Hogwa, if I spare you the punishment, you ought to at least do me the courtesy of sparing me the questions.
Then I would rather take the punishment.
The evening wind blows through the hall and the candlelight flickers in response.
Do you really have no inkling of who you offended tonight?
I do not.
The Chen family, respected gentry with 3 imperial scholars in only few decades. Lord Lu, a core leader. His family have served in the military for generations. And the Lees, I needn't remind you who they are.
They're just people.
I am but the son of bandits. I don't know any of these High Lords.
Oof. It's okay.
Now you know.
Lee looks away and reads from the case file.
The man with the scroll, is he of noble birth too?
He does not receive an answer.
Am I right to assume that you've kept me from investigating the school of Mei? Not because you feared it might alarm them, but because you're aware of the school's prestigious background?
The words are pointless, but do not break his commander's grim silence.
You know they're responsible for the turmoil in the county, yet you permit these men to walk free, allowing the common Yao to take the fall.
Enough!
Lee raises with an expression as fury as a lit rocket as he throws the files to the ground.
Are you so naive? Do you truly have no clue as to why you were spared today?
Because of your connection to the man with the scroll.
Then you do have some inkling of what's going on. You did well capturing those Yao, and I had plenty to speak highly of you before Lord Lu. After your actions today, storming into a civilian's home, attempting to arrest all present, how can I possibly recommend you? Have you forsaken your vow and decided to live in your father's disgrace forever?
I would never.
He grits his teeth but does not give an inch.
But Commander, this is more important than my name. This is for the safety of the townspeople.
All right. Then tell me exactly what harm the School of Mei has done, and what crime you accuse them of.
As my prior report states, they're practicing sorcery and other forbidden arts.
They fabricated a descent of a deity at the parade, yes. But have you caught any of the offenders from that day?
Not yet.
And has any member of the school actually committed a crime? Or have you found some scripture that proves their evil intention?
I have not.
So, you have nothing. You wish me to convince the magistrate to act
Two mummy
against the
figure
School
for
of
me.
Mei?
Wait, who?
Risking
Who's
the
two
anger
mummy
of
figure?
officials and high lords based on nothing? The school will claim that they were only teaching the methods to strengthen the body and to enrich the mind. And that the Yao were foolish and greedy to think their practice could grant longevity. We cannot act on hearsay and rumors, especially when it may anger the high lords.
You're right. I lack the evidence to refute your words. But if it is the lords that worry you, I will investigate in secret. 3 days is all I need. I will find the proof.
Enough.
Another cold blast of wind sweeps through the hall, rustling the papers on his desk. He uses a paperweight to smooth the files and sits back into his chair.
Go now. get some rest.
Clear your head!
Your men are to be placed under the Captain Zhang. He knows the county well. You will remain, but only as his backup.
Why? I've done nothing wrong.
And the people you're accusing of have done nothing wrong too. You don't even have proof. They just want to live forever.
Word I've said.
They're not harming anyone. The water in the pot boils, the lid rattles, the steam whistles, and Lee pays it no attention. Steam fills Chang's sight. The pot at last boils over.
Commander, must the people's blood be spilled before we act?
What's your town?
In the tea bowl on the desk, weak ripples form. The young man stands solid silent from a long time, rooted like a tree as the steam fades from him. At last he breaks the roots and turns.
Perhaps I have not listened, Commander. Good night.
Wait, Mr. Santavelti, who's your favorite reverse character so far have you seen from my streams? Unless you've never watched any of my streams, tisk tisk. The cool moon shines like a lantern over a dark lake. Chung puts down a book and rubs his tired neck. It's getting late. He lights a blackened torch with a candle, holding the light as he steps into the dark.
Zhongni said, one of virtue follows the course of the mean. One of cunning turns from it. Following the mean, the virtuous acts in due measure. Turning from the mean, the cunning moves without restraint.
He stops at the door, deep in
Fortunately,
thought.
it's still not too late.
A street cat. That's so random. A street cat cries out nearby. That's the most realistic cat animal noise I've ever heard. Is it a yowl? Woo! Fire. Oh! A man runs in panic behind him. Plumes of smoke leaps and billows into the sky. Are they bullying him? Did they set his house on fire? Just because he's trying to do his job? That's kind of... that is rude. Actually, no. That is a crime. The Zou's ear. Inside the room, a few Yao gather around Mayfly, helping her trim the fresh herbs she picked from the mountains.
Now that you know
Semmelweis.
you can go up the hill at your leisure.
Oh, great choice, great choice. Good recommendation, Semmelweis. You don't think Mr. Santavelti would like Anjo and Nala? What about not Isolde? I don't think Isolde. Maybe Anjo is too... Yeah. I mean, she is very pretty. Now that you know the oh wait, he already said that.
Thank you. I know the elixir helps with the practice, but isn't it a little unsettling harvesting these herbs like this?
They're too MILF.
What's the matter? They're only plants, too young to form any spirit yet. It's not as if you're cutting down one of your own.
Mayfly. Oh, I mean, Sister Mayfly. I thought that I should
What about
come check
Marsha?
on you. See how you're
Marsha's
getting on.
pretty. Yeah, Simla is good. What about TTT?
Look at that. Someone finally discovered the
Is she
door.
just a screen? She looks
So,
good.
Not much of a knocker, are you?
Not black, long, straight hair. Ah, Mr. T has like very specific preferences.
Good day, Grandmaster.
Paper Heron nods to the Yao, then walks around Mayfly, looking left and right.
What? What is it? You're giving me the withers.
You've followed Ren's teachings for a few days now, How do you feel?
Heron, you've asked me this a few times already. I'm well. Just as I was yesterday and the day before that. My strength is improving. I feel light and full of energy, even after a long day in the mountains.
Paper Heron puts her hand behind her back and circles Mayfly 2 more times, nodding each time.
That's good. That's good then. Are you certain everything's fine? Nothing feels strange at all?
Absolutely.
Mayfly pats her chest as if to prove her health.
Why do you keep asking? Is something troubling you?
Nothing makes me happier than seeing you well, but may I ask, have you felt anything out of place while practicing Ren's methods?
Think Kagome. Ah, I see.
Out of place? I don't know. But I've moved on to the second stage. Concentration and visualization.
Who's Kagome, Mr. Sentimentality? I am disappointed. Inuyasha is such a goated anime. She sits in a meditation pose and makes a hand gesture to cast an incantation.
Master Ren said to meditate, I must sit in silence, concentrating my mind on an object and
Bunny
visualizing
Girl
the inner
Senpai.
deities until I find their presence. With consistent practice, the path to longevity will reveal itself. That May tree nearby really is an ideal object to focus on. It seems to have been there for over 1,000 years. Maybe it really does have a connection to the spiritual world.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Like in isn't there like a... No, that was a well. There's an anime where there's like a tree in the past world and also in like the modern world. What anime is that?
Her exact words. I meditate about that tree day and night. I even see it in my dreams.
Suzune from class. Like Suzune. Okay, I see.
Master Rin has been most generous. She even helped the other students using the power of her sword. How did she explain it? Something like using the sword to clear the blockage in their body, freeing the flow of chi, so they can advance more quickly with their training. The first time I saw it, I almost thought she was about to poke a few holes in me, but instead, she just swiped it above my head, just like you did at the parade. I even asked Brother Yam to teach me something from the third stage. You should see how well I can do it already. Posture 1. Breeze in the lungs. Face north. Feet spread as wide as the shoulders.
She chants the words and show Paper Heron what she has learned.
Master Ren told us that we must cultivate our bodies to align with the movement of chi. Only then can our mortal flesh be prepared for longevity. She said the cultivation would take about 2 months.
2 months? Those were her words?
That's right.
Hearing Mayfly's words, Paper Heron's face changes. A hint of sternness cuts across her brow. Butterfly! Butterfly burst in, panting and waving his hands.
Wonderful news! Karma finally came for the heartless Chief Constable Chung.
Chung?
Hearing this, the other Yao gather around.
You mean that grumpy, self-righteous constable that's been hunting us night and day?
I heard that he's been interrogating Yao, plucking his captive's hairs one by one.
Yes, that's him. What a pig. No offense to pigs. I guess brutality must run in his blood. His family used to be bandits until they worked their way into the military. Not that they lasted long as soldiers. His own father turned out to be a crook. He cut ties with his father to keep his post. But I don't believe it. If he's willing to throw us all behind bars just to make himself look good, then he's just as bad as the rest of them.
I'll bet he's rotten to the core. But what do you mean by karma came for him? Oh, tell us what happened.
His house burned down. Butterfly seizes the moment with excitement as he proceeds to describe the fire at the chief's constable's house. Okay, it's not something you should be happy about, though.
Isn't that the man we met at the gate?
I believe so.
Her response is quick and muted, intending not to interrupt the clamor of the Yao.
I just don't understand why he hates us so much. We haven't hurt anyone.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, why is that too? He really hates y'all.
Hardly a surprise. Those with long lives seldom care for the short-lived.
What is going on with chat? The words bring a harsh chill to the air as the other Yao look at each other and then to Paper Heron.
Hedgehog, the Grandmaster is still here.
Please, speak your mind. It is every creature's right.
Her words do little to break the sudden chill until Butterfly steers things back on topic.
I nearly forgot that awful chief had nearly locked up our Grandmaster.
Huh? Oh, right.
Grandmaster, did you start the fire to avenge us?
No. Why
No,
would she do that?
I
That's
didn't.
awful.
Though if anyone questions you on the matter, you may give them my name.
Grandmaster.
Hearing this, all the Yao look at Paper Heron with
It
awe.
is a great honor to study under an avenging hero like you. Please, accept our humblest gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you for your heroic deeds.
Their undeserved praise lands somewhere between funny and vexing, yet she can't help but realize the situation is growing beyond her control.
Grandmaster has taken our interest to heart, and we must repay her with our greatest effort. We must achieve longevity and spread the school's name.
Achieve longevity! Spread the school's name!
The room has become a hubbub of cheer and excitement, but Mayfly does not seem to be participating. She stares up blankly, spots dancing in her vision like fireflies at dusk.
What's going on?
Mayfly? Are you alright?
Is she overexerting her body? She's doing too quickly that her body is not getting accustomed to all this training? As she stumbles, she sees Paper Heron glide toward her, then all goes dark. The next day, sun rises as usual, but the Yaman's constables have a new topic
Did
to
you hear?
discuss.
Those gentlemen we met yesterday have all fallen ill. It seems they've all been taken by a strange fever. Some fainted in an instant, while others went running and yelling on the streets in their undergarments. It was chaos. The chief was right. Whatever they were doing must have been dangerous.
But I heard they hired a Taoist who cured them with nothing but water and a pinch of talisman ashes.
Well, that was easy. Shame the chief wasn't so lucky. To think a man could lose his home simply for doing his duty.
Well, we don't know what caused the fire, do we?
What else could it be? You were there. I think the chief found something important. And now they're desperate to get rid of him.
I'm just glad I was on guard duty.
A shadow passes before the two men. They're struck silent with fear, but Chang does not even seem to notice them as he walks straight into the Yamen Hall. From his high seat, Lee looks at the plaque on the wall.
Guo, I understand it was your house that caught the fire last night.
Are we gonna start a manhunt for whoever
It's a
did
Oh,
great
this?
relief to see you unharmed.
This
I'm
is a
sorry for your
crime.
loss. Take a few days. Find another place to stay and get some rest. Will you?
Much appreciated, Commander. That is precisely why I came.
Chang bows and then pours out his prepared words. It's clear immediately that he had little rest.
I was up late reviewing some case files. As it happened, the arsonist startled a cat as they approached. I was able to spy them from my window, though I couldn't stop them in time. They were all Yao. I'm quite certain of it. As retaliation for the arrests I've made. Commander Lee, if I, a trained officer, couldn't protect my home from their schemes, what hope do the ordinary townspeople have? Please, permit me to bring them to justice, and anyone else who shields them.
You
I know the Yamen is short-staffed. I won't ask for anyone's help until I have solid evidence. Now, I must take my leave. Good day, Commander.
He does not wait for Ali to say more and turns to leave. High above them, the Yamen's bell is stirred by the wind, ringing out a long, clear note. Was it note? Note. Damn! We went through this fast. Should we do the 15 as our last one? So we can probably finish this tomorrow? Yes, let's do it. Okay, so this will be the last one. Oh, Mr. Sentivality! We posted the new video. Chat, YouTube chat, we posted the new video about the new game mode on Reverse 1999, so you should watch it. Go watch it. We worked very hard. It's a Mario Party. It's like Mario Party game mode in Reverse 1999. It's really cool. It's fun. After breakfast, several Yao gather around Mayfly's bed.
You were out for a whole day.
Brother Yan told me you were unwell, so I brought some sweet cakes. I thought you might like something to eat after your fall.
Thank you.
Still half asleep, Mayfly responds in a weak voice.
Mayfly, it's me again. I've brought herbs to replenish your tea. Don't worry, I checked. All cut from plants. No Yao were harmed.
Greetings, Grandmaster.
The Yao greet her enthusiastically. She nods to each of them in turn, then sets a bundle of herbs on the table.
No need for those formalities, please. Would you give Mayfly and me a moment in private?
Of course. We'll leave you two alone. Don't you hear the Grandmaster? Come on, let's go.
The Yao nudge each other out of the room. Before long, only Paper Heron and Mayfly remain.
Paper Heron?
She senses something unusual about the moment and turns her head to find Paper Heron wearing a door expression.
Mayfly, you must stop practicing Ren's method.
Yay!
Why?
Your tea is too unstable. At times it surges like a boar, and at others it falters. Haven't you noticed? You know I'm right, don't you? Your fall before was a warning. Your tea is in decline.
But I felt so much more energetic lately. Even my mind feels clearer than before.
Yes, you have learned a great deal about how to control your tea. You'd be in great shape if that were all you were practicing. For you to advance further, your tea must align with
alrighty, Mr. Santavalite. Have a great day. Thank you for coming to the stream. I am not Erica. I am Cross. No, Mr. Depot. No, you gave in to his wishes. You know what you should have done? You should have just wrote GL. Good luck. And then GB. Goodbye.
But if you're too weak, your tea can become too great a burden. It could consume you. In the White Horse School, we always ensured our physique was strong enough to handle each step along the path. But Run is moving too fast, pushing you forward with the power of the longevity sword. It's possible you may still succeed in the end, but you're risking both body and spirit for a tiny possibility. You could end up with nothing. Your body destroyed, your spirit extinguished. You need to stop and allow your body to recover.
For how long? Days? Weeks? Months?
Given your condition, I'd say 2 months before you resume any training.
2 months? Do you realize how little time I have? Winter's coming. I can't wait that long.
I know. But if you continue in this fashion, I fear you may not live to see the winter. I can't stand by and watch you destroy yourself. Not just you, all the Yao. This isn't the right path for any of you.
Heron, I know to you 2 months may seem like nothing. I suppose it may seem like years pass you by in the blink of an eye, don't they?
Paper Heron gazes at the girl, propped halfway up in bed. Her lips tremble faintly before she finally speaks.
It's not quite as fleeting as a blink of an eye.
What would you do over the course of a year?
I
wander the roads on your mule, through cloud-covered mountains, across gentle streams beneath fragrant blooming peach trees. And when the year ends, you'd go to Huanzhou for the temple fair, feeling the warmth of the flames dancing against your face, savoring the floral sweetness of sticky rice cakes. Next year, you'll travel further still, to see snow-covered plains, brush the fur of a moose, taste wine so strong that it burns your throat. You never worry about the days you spend on the road, or whether you have enough time to experience all the world has to offer.
The words hang bitterly on her lips, soon accompanied by wet tears flowing down her face.
And I won't live a full cycle of seasons.
1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops. The bedding covered her grows damp with a steady flow of tears. Paper Heron can do nothing to stem their flow, so she simply waits, watching her friend in tender silence.
To you, a day, a month, a year, it means nothing. But for y'all like me, a year is a lifetime. Our only lifetime. I want to live, even just a little longer, to see more, feel more. I can't allow myself to waste even a moment. In 1,000 years, my name could still be carved on that stone. I won't live to know if it's there next spring. So, why must you stop me?
Well, you might slowly kill yourself by doing all these things all at once. You won't survive until winter. There are barbs on the question. Too sharp to swallow, too true to ignore. She chews on it a long while, hoping to reach an answer.
I didn't intend to hurt your feelings when I carved that stone. Is it your wish, then? To live as long as the stones?
What do you mean?
Paper Heron smiles, but a trace of sorrow lingers at the corners of her mouth.
Besides inner alchemy and Ren's method, there is a third way to escape the flow of time. One that has been kept a secret. It doesn't take hundreds of years of training, nor does it endanger your tea. All it costs is your school, a sword, and 100 years sealed in a tree. When the seal breaks, all you once knew will be gone. Friends and enemies alike. You will no longer laugh, nor hate, and your senses will dull. Sweet or sour, salt or spice, it will all taste the same. People will cheer at the blazing fire flowers, yet to you, the flames will be as mild as a passing breeze. Their excitement like a language you no longer understand. Your memories will stay. You'll always recall how the morning mist felt on your face, the crispness of spring water as it flowed through your fingers. But you will never feel them again. You will become like a stone. Is that
so
what you
she
want?
really can't feel.
Is that how the world feels to you?
She doesn't reply. Mayfly lowers her head, her fingers twisting together as if trying to hold the weight of her tangled thoughts. After a moment's consideration, she takes something from her pocket. It's the amulet that was trampled by her and repaired by Paper Heron.
But Heron, you've already shown me a way. This amulet. I spent every coin I had on it, just for a chance to get through the city gate. It didn't work like I hoped, and I felt so foolish for believing in it. But you repaired it, even improved it, so that I could make it through. I may be just a wind-tossed reed, but that doesn't mean I'm unworthy of the wonders of this world. Isn't that what you wanted to tell me? I'm willing to take the chance to lose everything or gain the world. You once said that fate presents an opportunity to every one of us. You've had yours, and I need to take mine.
For a child,
follow Run's method no matter the danger.
For a child, she talks very much like an adult.
Yes. She has shown us a way to live beyond our years, even if it's dangerous. I want to take the chance to truly live.
I understand.
She knows it won't be useful to argue her point any longer. She raises to her feet and taps the herbs on the table.
Just remember to drink my herbal brew, eh?
Sorry, rises, not raises. Just... The door stands ajar. Other Yao peer inside with curiosity. Paper Heron walks past them without a word. In the dazzling morning light, she walks straight towards the courtyard. Oh, okay. But I still want to know if she can see. I know she's bad at direction and maybe that's why. But like, what about the hearing? She could definitely hear everyone. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Hold on, let me just... That's all I got from that? Damn. Okay. But anyways, okay, so we are going to finish Spring Unending tomorrow. Maybe at 6 p.m. or later, or maybe early. We'll see. We shall see. But anyways, thank you for watching. Also, we have a new video that came out today. Go check it out. It's about the Muse's Arcade. I'm not sure if y'all know the previous Spring Unending walkthrough stream. We tried it out for a few times and we won back to back to back. So check that video out. Give it a comment, give it a like. Anyways, but yes, that is it for this stream. Thank you for joining us and I hope to see y'all tomorrow again. Hold on. Did I do all my dailies? Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yes. Okie dokie. What do you want me to press?
Just press ending.
Okay. This one?
No, the screen.